It's Ekeler again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route, he's got Ekeler. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 9 yards that time.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Ekeler, they run left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Herbert operating from the red zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Out of the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Ekeler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Ekeler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent minutes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Herbert back to the air. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. To throw again on second down. Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman, 35 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set the play.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the